And I am live here on YouTube, and it's been a little while. Hello. How is everybody today? Um, um, as soon as some people pop into the chat, so I know some people are coming. I was just in Misha Garrick's live stream, broadcasting from South Africa. So I think that's very cool. That is definitely the power of the internet, that you can actually converse with people all around the world. I think it's pretty exciting. Hello, CB. How are you? Yeah. More. Essentially, I guess. What is going on in Scotland? Speaking of international. And the international benefit, one of the benefits of doing this is that you can talk to people from all around the world. Eva is in Scotland. CB is in Scotland, excuse me. Eva lives in the States, but multiple states away. Hello. And we also have Megan McCarthy here. Hello. Just popping in to say hello and hit the like button. Thank you very much. Trying to fix the problems with pacing in my story. Yeah, I understand that. Pacing is a particular beast. So, and Mama Maggie Ward's here. Hello. How are you? How is everything in Colorado? It was a chilly morning here, by the way. Very chilly. It was in the 30s. And because of that storm that was going through the East Coast, it hit us. It hit us. It hit us pretty quickly, and then our temperature changed very quickly too. So really quickly. As soon as it had moved on, boom! It really started to cool off, and it was in the 30s this morning. And so that's significant for this area, as I live in Central Florida, West Central Florida. CB says she's good, tired though, moving on Thursday. Yeah, for up to 6 months. Okay. But staying in your town, CB. Misha Garrett sent somebody the motivational setting. Hello, and she says hello. Okay, awesome. AKA Manuel Caraballo. Caraballo. Okay. Okay. Oh, is this your other channel? Am I getting confused? That's quite possible, as I'm, getting a little older. Definitely feeling older some days, especially when I go to take my own picture for Instagram, and I'm like, yeah, I'm in my early 50s, and I'm taking a selfie for Instagram, no makeup on. Yeah, whatever. Louise Bahail, please tell me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Misha sent you as well. Hello. And oh my goodness, Bonnie's here. Hi, Bonnie. How's it going? Yeah, believe it or not, I am not wearing an ounce of makeup. I just run out of time, so it's fine. Happy writing. Thank you, Bonnie. Eva says they got their cold snap too, and snow. Yeah, so it got to Florida yesterday, and like I said, boom, huge difference. Just the other day, it got close to 90 degrees here. So yeah, people, Eva talking to Bonnie. Maggie says super cold this week, but the weekend is warmer. Sadly, youngest caught type A flu from a friend. Uh-oh. shared it with you. Yuck. Oh, 2 streets away. Okay. I thought it was close, but I don't remember. So I have the memory of a almost 2-year-old lady that's had head injuries and chemo. So yeah, whatever. Anyway, okay. Eva says, I think we're going to drive up to Golden, find some adventures today. Oh, that's right. You said you're going to try for some adventures. That's, that's a great state to do that. That's for sure. So much cool scenery. Moved in October. I thought for 2 years, but it'll be just shy of 6 months. We'll be back home. Hopefully you are up to 6 months is much shorter too, CB. I have not done my intro yet, but I'm just kind of going through some comments for a little bit longer, I guess. Yes. Okay. So that's okay. Now I got it straight, possibly. Oh, okay. She's still going. Okay. Is she still going to have another one of those really long streams? I could probably hear my dog snoring. Okay, that's cool. That's nice. Gonna make some stops. Put my coffee on the warmer. Yeah, I have a coffee. I have like this, probably a 20-year-old coffee warmer. I picked up at a thrift shop, Oh, cool. Going to New York City, NYC. Sorry. I see that, and that's what I wanted to sing. Probably because I saw Annie at Christmas time on live, so that was pretty cool. They did a great job. Good day to write? I think so. Okay, people talking about some stuff. I'm gonna get snow. Okay. Okay, so Eva's working on a newsletter. So you're gonna do it. I've also had a similar situation with newsletters. So I think that this year's the year for me as well. So yeah, I'm going to try and do that this year as well. I need more water, apparently. So let's see. Excuse me. Oh, really? Interesting. Yeah, I mean, wow. I mean, Colorado, Yes, get out on the nice days. I agree, and it's brisk and beautiful here. Sky is clear as a bell. So yes. Hello, Shannon. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I think we're going to get started here in a second. So, with the sprinting. Excuse me. I'm going to need a sip of water. I will go get my water in just a second. But so you guys don't have to hear my coughing, I will mute myself for a second. Okay, so it's a busy place. I bet, especially during certain holidays, probably around Christmas, I imagine, because there's snow. Um, but lots of picturesque places can be quite busy during the holidays, including where I live. So, yeah, I get that. Let's see. I want to share a screen. Let's see. Let me set up. Let me find a timer. It's being a little slow. Okay. Hey, looks like HK Darkwood has a bunch of new timers going on. So, what about, excuse me. Let me go ahead and share my, it's got to be this one. Yes. Okay. Let me share my screen. Excuse me. All right. So, we got a 15-minute here from HK Darkwood. A lot of things going on. Let's see. I'm very curious about this oldie tag that Sam Wicker has done. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, look, there's a panel I was on for my con right there a couple years ago. So yeah, that was great. I think I'm gonna have to go to her channel. Pardon me. If you want something longer than 15 minutes, let me know, guys. So that is fine. I will see you. I'll see you later. Excuse me. Yeah. So that is going to be a live interview or a premiere? Oh, hi, Misha. Thank you. I just saw this. You know what? I never did my intro, but that's okay. We can just go ahead and get our sprinting started if everybody would like. Maggie's here, and some people came in. A whole bunch of people came in, so that's awesome. Yeah, that's interesting. All righty. Excuse me. All right. It's all a blur. I mean, I started leaving things up on my channel without taking them off in 2017. So it's been a while for me, but I take it that's what that oldie tag means. Anyway, the people that are staying for some sprints, would you like a 15? And then maybe I'll just go into any news and things people might like to hear. This might be a good way to get us started. I'm going to go ahead and click on that and get that lined up. Okay. Excuse me. All right. So let's have this first sprint, and in that time, I will get some water and I will get some things ready for what I'm doing next. What a cute little dog. All righty. So that is a reminder for everybody. Please, please, please don't forget to drink the things you are drinking, and remember to sit up straight in your seats because that's really good for you. Um, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's sprint. Alrighty. How did everybody do? What did everybody do? If you want to talk about it. So let's see. I put a little something on over my shirt. It is a St. Patrick's Day shirt because it's my last stream before St. Patrick's Day, which is next Thursday. Yeah, that's right. So one thing I did was I got some planners out, and I also looked. I wanted to look in this very old, notebook that I was working in a few years back. Just kind of putting in just a variety of creative writing in, just a composition book. So kind of was looking for some notes for my my long form lip. So put just a tiny bit of makeup on, and that's pretty much it. And I did get water, so that was necessary. I blocked. Somebody came in to be a troll, apparently. So, Eva says, I found AuthorTube in 2018, but wasn't around much until summer 19. Found the smaller side post, #arcs are free. I do remember that. I remember a lot of people were talking about that. So, what was I going to say? Yeah, I had been observing AuthorTube since, I'm not sure, probably around, I think I stumbled upon it around 2015. It might have been earlier than that. I don't remember, but just in doing research for a variety of things, mostly about my long form lip. Long form, you know what I mean. My book length lip. So yeah. As a matter of fact, and that was one of the things I talked to Sam Wicker about. So one of the things I wanted to say was, because I didn't do my thing yet. I didn't really do a proper intro, but I am Heather Dewey Pettit, and so I had an interview with Sam Wicker. So that was one of the pieces of news I wanted to talk about, was that I did have an interview with Sam Wicker, and that's going to be for Barrett Laurie's channel, that her little segment she's doing for Barrett Laurie's channel. So anyway, that was done on this past Tuesday. Excuse me. That will apparently happen pretty soon. I think she said that would be on in early May. So that is a very, very cute timer. CB got 179 words. Eva got some images for her newsletter. Hey, great. Putting the text bits now, but about out of time. Going to get ready shortly to leave. Okay. Well, thank you for coming and working during my stream. I appreciate it. Maggie was watching AuthorTube since 2017, but had a personal channel for a lot longer. Yeah, you mentioned that in someplace. Oh, and you're being interviewed by somebody. Maybe Barrett Laurie? The very early days of AuthorTube, it was mostly help videos to find classes and people insisting you need to be educated as a writer to be an author. So I stopped watching for a few years. Oh. You need to be educated as a writer to be an author. You certainly don't need a degree in English to be an author. It's not necessary, folks. That's not necessary. Um, or even to be an editor, you don't need to have a degree. That is not a requirement to even be an editor. So that's silly. So I can understand that. That's I yeah. There's still some of that. Yeah, here and there. Yeah. Sorry, I got a text message. But anyway, CB says she thought she found AuthorTube in 2020. So anyway, yes, I am Heather Dewey Pettit. Let's see. To go ahead and do a little bit of my spiel, I guess I could do that. Let's see. As a writer, I've done a lot of things over the years, including nonfiction. I was a stringer for newspapers for a while. I have written and published personal essay or two. Poem. That was the very first thing I ever published, was a poem back in the late 90s. When I was still trying to find myself as a writer. Didn't know what I was going to do yet. I just knew that I wanted to write. So yeah, I got into journalism for a little while. And then I realized I really do have a passion for fantasy and science fiction because I grew up with it. You know, I am a Gen Xer. I am the first generation, basically the first generation to grow up with Star Wars. The very first Star Wars movie came out when I was a child. And so, yeah, I also grew up with two brothers. And so, you know, we watched a lot of Star Trek and Star Wars over the years. So, yeah. I have been enjoying being involved in a con, actually, over the last few years. Highly involved, and apologies. Notifications. Over the last few years, I even started speaking at this con locally here in Tampa Bay. It's called Necronomicon Tampa, and I like to talk about it a lot. I tend to talk about it on my streams and such, because I think it's an awesome organization. It is a nonprofit organization, and we're currently working out details regarding panels and such. And one of the things I wanted to mention is, well, we don't have anything set in stone yet, but I might be doing an art demo during that. So yeah. And then let's see, what else did I want to talk about? So anyway, so my life has done a complete 180 in that regard. So as I'm back to working on things that relate to science fiction and fantasy. But let's see. Oh, very interesting. I was just reading Eva's. I'm going to go ahead and show this. Eva is working on her newsletter. She got the introduction and welcome information about website changes to include the new sections and changes coming to the old sections. A section promoting the shop and a section promoting an indie title. I love that aspect of your website. Oh, yes. Excuse me. I agree with that. Excuse me. Absolutely. Especially for people who may want to use your services. I would recommend that. That way they're getting to know you as a person. Because anybody hiring you would want to know something about you, build some rapport, That's a good thing, I think. And that's something I've been trying to do. So, yeah. I just realized there's something on the couch over there. Oh, well. I'll pick that up in the next sprint. Excuse me. But, okay. So, before we get into the next sprint, oh yeah, so some other things, just a few other things. Yeah, I was going to sign up for another local event to sell my art, but I don't know that I'm going to do that. So I have like by today to do that if I really want to do that. What was another thing? Oh, another thing I did this week, among other things, is I ordered a tripod. So I will be getting a tripod very soon here. So I will be able to do some things I've really been wanting to do, like possibly doing some art videos, like I've been talking about wanting to do. I am still planning on doing those short videos I talked about doing a couple months ago. I've just had a lot of things come up recently, but those are coming. So those are some things I wanted to talk about, basically. But it's a seasonal newsletter. See, if I do a newsletter, I know somebody, and she's an editor, and what she does is she makes really, really short tidbit type of newsletters. They're really short, mostly with tips. But so I keep thinking about doing that, something specific. But the seasonal, I like that idea, like one a quarter kind of a thing. Goes out March 20th, if you don't miss the deadline, yeah. I intend to do seasonal and monthly, but none in December. Yeah. The way my schedule's going to go, in the summer usually, and also for things like spring break and stuff. I don't do as much in the summer because I'm pretty busy, because with my son and stuff. So that's a thing. In my house. But anyway, so there's that. So this coming week is his spring break, my son's spring break. So I'm going to be out and about with him. Probably going to be doing some on my other channel, because we'll be out and about doing some fun stuff, hitting the parks and stuff like that. So, and then I also did want to mention really quick while I'm thinking about it, sorry, and then we'll go into some more sprints, that I will not be streaming the weekend of, the weekend of the 25th to the 27th. I will not be streaming because we will be celebrating our 20th anniversary. So we will be out of town. So yeah, wanted to let you guys know about that. Alrighty. Now that I think that's most of my news. So I'll go ahead and get set up for the next sprint. Let's see here. Let me see. Oh, look, there's me. Okay. And Misha Garrick is still streaming. Let's see here. I'm going to look for a longer. And I think it's pretty awesome that there's so many more fantasy writers now. This one looks nice. She does some really great timers. And you know what? Next break, I think I'll have to do a 5-minute timer. So I don't get too distracted. Okay. Definitely planning on doing that. Okay, yeah. Her timers are pretty awesome. Okay. Oh, I did just remember another thing, but oh, thank you. You know what? I didn't get around to signing up for anything, for being like a like a co-host. I just didn't get around to it. I've had a lot of things going on lately. Um, I might just do my own stream and just stick to the plan. Um, yeah, yeah. That I didn't get around to signing up for that, but yeah, maybe I'll just stick to my usual stream. But I've had a lot going on. Alrighty, thank you so much for stopping by, Eva. I really appreciate it. All right. Well, let's see. So we're gonna do another sprint, in which I will. Oh yeah, I did, and then I'll let you know my other piece of news, and it's a good one. So on that note, remember to sip your water. Remember to sit up straight in your chair. Extremely important. And even though it sounds kind of boring to some people, but these are necessary for your health. And writers do tend to forget about those things. So it's nice to have a reminder, I think. It's nice for me. Anyway, let's get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's sprint.
Huh. Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
I'm having internet issues, so apologies. Let me,
X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and
I
Z.
am resharing
Good,
the
good,
screen.
good, yeah. X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z.
I am
X, Y, and
resharing
Z.
on timer. So let's finish this.
X, Y, and Z.
Okay.
The diodes.
Go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Alrighty. How did everybody do? What did everybody do? Oh, I forgot about the thing that's on the couch. But I had some internet issues. I was trying to deal with the internet issue and said hi to my guys who came home, and you can hear them in the background. Let's see, they were off gallivanting. So I dealt with the internet issue, and I'm back, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, actually, momentarily. But I did want to say what my news was. Excuse me. Which is, some of you may know I have an Etsy shop, and I'm going to have another sale, and I've completely decided to have these sales quarterly. So in regards to the season, so my next sale will actually be on the equinox, the 20th of March, and I think I'm going to have let's see, I think I decided on having 20% off in my Etsy shop. So for those of you who don't know about that, the tagline is greeting cards and art for writers and lovers of fantasy and science fiction. So that was my little bit of news, other bit of news that I wanted to talk about. So awesome, CB. CB wrote 241 words. Yeah. So let's see. Hello, Julie. Julie is editing book 2 of her In Ash series, follow-up to Ash. It's going well, hoping to get first round of developmental done this coming week. Going good so far. Awesome. I have some newer people that I haven't seen yet. I do apologize for any family noise, as we live in an apartment. So yeah. Anyway, my boys came home just a little bit ago to have some lunch. Let's see, Inca York. Hello. Let's see. Hey everyone, this is my first time here and an hour late because I'm in GMT, General Mountain Time. Usually 5 hours. Oh wait. Oh, is that Greenwich mean? 5 hours ahead of EST. Not today, apparently. Yes, because of the time change. Managed about 160 words in the last 15 minutes. Well, that's great. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Let's see. Yes, I like that title too. Mama Maggie Ward. This is Mama Maggie Ward, hence MM. Yes, I like your name too. The title, the channel title. Welcome to all the new people. People saying, "Oh, welcome." Yes, yeah. It's always what I first think of when I see that. Sorry about that. Those who live in Greenwich, right? Meantime, we don't switch to British summertime until the 27th. So I guess that's a similar thing as the States.
Breaded broccoli.
Oh, we have a line. Looks like from Maggie Ward. She marked the time by the movement of the cinder star. Sorry, guys. Past her balcony because it was never set, and she wasn't sure if she was on a planet or a planetary fragment.
Lay down.
Oh, there will be.
Lay down on your bed.
Okay, sounds good. Hey, you want to kiss first? Ooh, got a sneak peek of my kid. Hey. The star was always on one side and the nebula on the opposite, drifting around the horizon. By her created clock, it was afternoon. Very interesting. Okay, and then CB says, and once we switch, it's known as universal, right? Universal, what is that called? UTC? I forget. Or British Standard Time. Okay. Yeah. I had been trying to research that years ago for my long form story. So it has something to do with the UK. Yeah. So anyway, I'm fascinated by all that stuff. Universal something, yeah. Universal something or other, yeah. or British summertime. Okay. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I can't remember it either. I can't remember that either. So, anyway, let's see. Let me find and I've talked ahead because I keep forgetting to set a 5-minute timer for in between, but that's okay. Let me see. That was a really great timer. Very pretty. Actually reminds me a little bit of some of the art that I want to do coming up. The CB also says, and it lasts until the last weekend in October. Oh, okay. That's very interesting. The last weekend in October. That makes a lot of sense, CB, to me. If you think about how time changes, or how the experience of time changes when the seasons change. I guess I mean, end of October, you know. Oh, let's see. Okay. Notebooks. Oh, very cool. I did not know that about H.K. Darkwood. She also creates notebooks, or I didn't remember. Alrighty. Let's see here. Let me see what I can find. I might just replay it. You know, let's just keep it simple. Let's just replay it. Because why not? Why not? Okay. Let's see here. Ingeborg says, universal time coordinated. Oh, is that it? Oh, interesting. Which makes no sense. It's like Yoda wrote it. Maggie says, time is funny stuff. A lot funnier than Einstein ever figured out. Happy Angel from a guy named Joe. And the remake, always. It's always in the remakes. Very cute. You know, that's probably one of my favorites too. Yeah, I love that. Okay. Let's see. Yes, I'm just going to go ahead and use this timer again. Why don't we start at 30 minutes after the hour? That's in less than 3 minutes. Okay. That seems to make a lot of sense. Let's do that. Oh, I thought I made that full screen. Not yet. Let's try that again. Okay. All right. So yeah. When I get the sale set up in my shop, I will be sharing on all the things. So I'll be I think I decided on 20% off. I dislike the 10% sales. That to me, that's not a sale. It's got to be at least 20% off for me. So I can understand why people would be disappointed in a sale that was like only 10%. That doesn't make any sense to me. But let's see. The remake of the World War II movie, A Guy Named Joe, was always. Oh, yeah, yes. I remember that. Was there only one remake? I remember that now. Thank you for saying that, Maggie, because I'm like, when was that? In the 90s. I was maybe thinking of a different one. There were lots of really interesting fantasy-ish movies around that time, post-World War II, including It's a Wonderful Life. Alrighty. Okay, so it is 1:30. So let's see. A quick reminder. I'm out of water, so I'm going to go get some. Drink the drink you need to drink. And also sit up straight in your chair because that is super important. And so again, I'm not sure how much work I can get done this coming week because my kid will be out of school. But I will be in some chats as much as I can next week, and and then next Sunday is when I will start my sale. Anyway, we're going to get this started. I will be just working on my in my planners during this sprint. So let's go ahead and get this started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's sprint. So yes, I really do like her timers. They're so pretty. How did everybody do? What did everybody do? That is still watching live. Oh, let's see. And you can probably hear my kid, my son, in the next room. So, thin apartment walls. Don't you love them? So let's see. I did some planning and also worked a little bit in a plotting workbook that Sarah Cannon put out. Oh, I don't know, when did I think I must have printed this out last year, called Plot Your Novel. As a matter of fact, Sarah Cannon's boot camp of the last day to sign up was today by noon Eastern. And I didn't do it, but I might do that eventually because I do like her HB90 system very much. So, yeah. Let's see. During that sprint, let's see. Was that? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that was when CB left and came back, and well, my hubby went to check on one of our cars, which one of excuse me, which has had issues with one of the tires lately. So yeah, he went to go take that somewhere and see if he can get it fixed because it should be under warranty and all. So I may have to do a little bit of parenting, but that's okay. But I'm almost done with this stream, so that is fine. So yeah, so I did some planning. So I guess sort of to recap, I as far as the news that I had mentioned during this stream, let's see, what have I got going on? So let's see. Yeah, okay, I was going to recap my news, but hold on one moment because I wanted to read this. Inka York got 485 words that time. She's thinking of doing, they're thinking of doing the HB90 boot camp sometime this year, and maybe even Publish and Thrive, of course, if I can afford it. And then from my knowledge, what my knowledge of that is that Publish and Thrive, there's so much included in it that you don't need to do the boot camp. I think, I think I'm right about that. And people are coming and going, but that's okay. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm hoping to at least do the boot camp as well. But yeah, Publish and Thrive, it's expensive, but it's a lifelong thing. It's a lifelong thing. So yeah. Basically, it's what am I trying to say? It's basically it's a forever thing, and it includes all the documents you'll ever need, and all that stuff. So it would be really nice. I would love to take Publish and Thrive if I can. If I can do that this year, I would like to do that. Mom and Maggie Ward spent that sprint making a grocery list and cooking sugar water for her bees. I was wondering how you mentioned the other day about feeding your bees, and so hey Kev, hold on, okay,
Is that too much noise?
hold on, I'm almost done. Things, family life is going to have to happen in a second, so I'm going to finish up. Yes, Sarah has a combined package where you get both. Okay, that's what it is. And you can join them every time. Got it. So, okay, so let me now wrap up my news, which was I'm having a sale in my Etsy shop starting on the 20th, which is the equinox, because, it's like magical themed things going on. I guarantee fairies and dragons. I will possibly unicorns, and maybe some writerly related things. Those are coming as well. And like I said, when I get everything set up, I'll start sharing about it. And so that will be, again, starting on the 20th. I will also be doing some filming as soon as I possibly can for those shorts that I wanted to do. Regarding editing and the editing process and stuff like that, and say like little tidbits about aspects of grammar and punctuation and stuff like that. So those will be, and I had decided, this was a while back, I had decided to put those on my coffee page. So that's coming. And also I was also going to, around that same time that I start filming the first couple of those, that I would film something. Oh, by the way, say hi. Wave hi. Hubby. At the same time, I will be filming a longer video on the order of editing steps, starting with developmental editing. Anyway, all of that is coming very, very soon, I hope. Coming in probably the beginning of the second quarter. So I'm hoping for that, for those to be up about then. Anyway, thank you very much, everybody who came by today live. And thank you, anybody watching the replay as well. Excited for it. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, as I say, next week is spring break for my kids. So I will be juggling my time next week. And anyway, I apparently am currently planning on doing my own live stream next weekend. As I say, I didn't get a chance to sign up for the worldwide write-a-thon. But I don't know. We'll see what happens with that if they're in need of anybody. But I think that's what my plan is. So anyway, have a great day. Excuse me. Have a great day, everybody. Bye. You too, Maggie. Bye.